A lone man, a fisherman, is aboard, looking out into the vast ocean. His name is unknown at first, and he seems at peace with the solitude around him. His boat is small, a typical vessel used for fishing in the open waters. The tranquility of the scene is unsettling in its silence, hinting that this seemingly mundane setting may hold something more dangerous than meets the eye. The man appears to be a solitary soul, comfortable in the isolation of the ocean. However, things are far from ordinary. He begins to notice something strange, a seemingly abandoned boat nearby, floating with no crew. It's an odd sight given the vastness of the sea and the lack of any other vessels in sight. Curiosity combined with the need for supplies drives him to approach the boat. But what he finds aboard the other vessel is far from expected. As he steps onto the abandoned boat, the atmosphere shifts. The moment he boards, there's a sudden weight of tension. The boat feels unnaturally still, its interior disheveled, as if it's been hastily abandoned. The man searches the boat for clues but finds nothing that explains the eerie emptiness. His gut tells him that something is wrong. He feels a creeping sense of unease, yet he continues to search for supplies, food, water, anything to ease his loneliness. But then, as he explores deeper into the boat, the situation begins to spiral. The boat is locked, and no matter how hard he tries, he cannot open certain parts of it. He becomes trapped in an eerie and claustrophobic environment, isolated from the very sea that once seemed like a vast, open freedom. The man begins to question his reality as the lines between what is real and what isn't start to blur. He hears strange noises, things that don't seem to have a logical source. A sinking feeling settles in, and paranoia creeps up on him. Is there something or someone else aboard? Or is the isolation playing tricks on his mind? The man's efforts to escape the boat become more desperate as he realizes the boat's engines are non-functional and he cannot contact the outside world. Days pass, and his isolation begins to affect his mental state. He starts hallucinating, seeing things that aren't there, hearing voices and imagining movements. His sanity begins to erode as he confronts the terrifying possibility that the boat, once a place of refuge, is now a prison. The growing psychological strain starts to break down his resolve, leading him to question his own actions and decisions. The film's pace accelerates as his hallucinations worsen. The line between reality and nightmare becomes increasingly difficult to discern. The tension builds to a breaking point as the man faces the final stages of his struggle for survival, not just against the physical dangers of the ocean, but against his own mind. In the film's climax, the man faces a terrifying revelation. He was never meant to escape the boat. The boat itself is the antagonist, a symbol of his own internal battle against his isolation, guilt, and deteriorating mental state. It becomes clear that the boat is not simply a vessel of water, it's a prison of his own making. He realizes that the only way to escape the madness is not to flee from the boat, but to face his demons head-on. In the final moments, the man makes a choice that will determine his fate. Whether or not he escapes the boat, and whether or not he finds peace, remains ambiguous. The film closes with a haunting shot of the ocean, vast and empty, leaving the viewer to contemplate the nature of survival and the psychological toll of isolation.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this gripping story and want more thrilling recaps like this, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an adventure-packed tale. See you in the next one.